We're late for a very important date. Oh, hi guys.
With our fandom. Dum.
Hi guys. Welcome back. And today we're talking about Mission Vegas.
And we're today.
What?
You alright?
Right? Yes, today. Today is Thursday.
And we're today.
It feels like Friday.
It does actually. Yeah.
Yesterday felt like Thursday. Today feels like Friday. It's been really weird this week, so.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
I think I'm almost over jet lag. It's weird. And again, there's no one here yet watching us, so this is the sort of vamp time for people to watch after the fact. I had went to my first proper night back. I went to bed at 3, went to bed at 4, woke up at 1, which is fine for me. Second night, I went to bed at 8, woke up at 4. Because I couldn't go to sleep. It's well, that's not okay. Next night, I managed to go to bed at 2. Woke up at 5, woke up at 7, woke up at 9. It's every night is alternating. Last night, I went to bed at 3 until 3:30, peed, then somehow got back to sleep, which was great. I was I was so worried that I didn't. Because I woke up, I was I feel so rested. How long has it been? I literally put on Facebook, I was we should back on and look. It's been 30 minutes. It felt like a so confusing. How's your jet lag, Stuart?
I really didn't have any jet lag. As you know, I'm usually up till 2 or 3, so Vegas time was perfectly in sync for me, which is fine. So yeah, I like I said, at the end of this trip, I felt refreshed. When I got off the plane in London, even though the London plane was 15 or actually half an hour delayed, which is kind of annoying, but got back home to London, and usually when I get home to London, I'm cranky, and it's hi, still.
Stuart, come on, be serious. You're always cranky.
Hey, no, that's not fair. But I was in a really good mood that night, and I kind of got back in the swing of things next day. So, and I know you were having a lot of issues sleeping, so
but
that kind of sucks.
My first America with that as an issue. Normally, I can bounce back really effectively. But I mean, you saw how easy I was to adjust to America time. It was basically just that night. I didn't see any difference of sleep pattern in the trip, but it messed me up on the way back because we were away quite a few days. That's a legitimate change of sleep pattern.
7 days, yeah.
For some reason, unlike last time, planes wouldn't let me sleep, and plane sleeping can be really important. Just get those 2 or 3 or 4 hours, just to kind of give you that little bit of pep to be able to survive the jet lag to get to the night time. And I wasn't giving me the.
And Matthew DeFreitas is Cat wouldn't really have jet lag, as he is maybe 1 hour ahead of Vegas. We're actually 3 hours behind Vegas. Or ahead of Vegas.
No, behind. Yes, ahead.
No, 3 hours ahead. 3 hours ahead of Vegas, because it's the same time zone as California.
Here.
Yeah. So, no, I'm usually... Vegas is no big deal. 3 hours difference is not a huge issue for me, so...
And that was the joke. That he didn't have any jet lag, that was the point.
And Robert Hayes says London, that's quite a distance from Canada. No, London, Ontario is in Canada. It's in Ontario. It's called London. I am from London, Ontario.
But I appreciate you going default to it being England, because it is England! Mwahaha! Oh, England, your home and native land. So yes, guys, we did Vegas. I have not checked the stream. How many people have actually got? Because I have literally no idea. We could be watched by 0 people right now. I'm just talking to you. I don't know.
49 people. 49
49? That's not that many yet. Jeez, guys. Come on, tune in.
No, but now everybody should hit like. We get 50 likes right off the hop right now. Boom. Everybody hit like. Within the next 10 seconds, we'll be at 50 likes, and that'll make Jeff pay.
I just clicked like. So.
Yeah. I'm going to go in and click like myself.
See? That doesn't rig it at all.
Hell no.
Okay, I am going to share.
You do that. And while you do that, I'll do other things. Got 19 likes. That's pathetic, guys. Come on. 52 people. Let's go. Yeah, guys, if you want to help out the channel, best way to do that is super chats. I know I always do this vamping while he's sharing the video, but that's okay because I got to remind you people, super chats are important. They help out the channel. They help us out. And they also help you guys out because they get your questions or comments seen. They get highlighted. They get put in a separate window for us, which is awesome, so we can keep track of them. And we don't just miss them like we do a lot of things in the chat because the chat flies by pretty quick because you guys are talking to each other, trying to talk to us. And sometimes we see them. We pull out some good ones from the chat. But generally, if it's something addressed, please You must just there's our let's go. Or PayPal donations. Super. It's 30% right on that, which is kind of a pain in the ass. So we get more of the actual money. Don't don't send it all to YouTube or have them scrape it off the top. There you go. It says 67 people now. Oh, the stream is dead. What? Stream offline. Oops. Stream resumed. Ha! There we go. We might have some connectivity issues, but we will be back, guys. If we do go offline, by all means, just hit refresh, because we'll be back. But yeah, there you go. So thank you for staying with us, guys. Yeah, welcome back. He's not saying anything, and I don't know why.
Hello. You got motion again. See, I loaded, web pages to share the video. That's what happened.
Don't do that. Don't share the video. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I've got to.
Everybody else share the video. There you go.
Well,
everybody else will share it.
70 shares on the page. I'll share on the main too because, yeah. I mean, the internet's not changed. How it's been in my house, it's still a problem. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
We'll get. Yeah, it's fault. Don't worry about it. Stephen W. Faffery, listen to me. Actually, he's super chat before I said all the super chat goodness. Very much. And it's either offline again, but that's okay. You're flying west. You're back in time. That's true. That is true. Yeah, so it is very true. Time travel is real, guys. And Sam will do lots of time traveling for this trip.
Yes.
He is a time travel master.
Well, I have a Time Lord costume, so it does make sense.
Ooh. There you go. Did you wear it during your flight? Because you should have. That would have been awesome.
If I could, I just would have flown via my TARDIS and wouldn't have to worry about the travel bit. So, with great responsibility of the costume comes not how to fly in it.
Right.
Yes.
Well, are we done sharing now? Are we good?
I mean, I'm trying. I'm doing it sort of slowly, one at a time, because that's the only way it'll try and do okay, I guess.
Cool. Well, people can't see our awesome sex test. And it's weird because the Skype is nice and crystal clear on my end.
Yeah, you're absolutely awful on my end.
Even during the stream, falling there, so.
Why don't I call you back, because you're completely, bleh.
Okay.
Great, because everyone can see me just fine.
Here.
Bye!
Bye. Call me right back.
Yeah! As I mentioned before, guys, that the Wi-Fi router died last week, as Vegas, and then they got a new one, but it's delivering far worse results than the other one did, which is rubbish. And I tried to put it on Ethernet, didn't work.
I'm back.
Yes, I was just telling everyone who wasn't here yesterday the problems with the internet, because it's just a problem, It's just and we've got
it's beyond our control, guys. But we'll do
it
best
got
we
better.
can.
It got better yesterday. For again, mostly clear, and then it's not. I mean, right now you're absolutely crystal, and the stream's green, but it can just die a bit for a second. But hello, we're here.
The best thing to do if it dies, guys, is please just refresh your page, because we'll be back.
Yes.
We always come back.
Yeah.
We're like an STD.
No, we're not.
Sorry, an STI.
Still not. We're like a TT.
We're like a puppy. Like a puppy. If you love us, let us go. We'll always come back.
We're a TTBT.
What is that?
Team Trekyards Beautiful Thing.
Ah, yes, that's exactly what we are. Well, we're back now, guys, and clear by the looks of it, so that is awesome.
It's probably worth just going down Super Chats again, Stuart, to actually, let them know. Because
Super Chats are important. Do it. There you go.
Yes, but I mean, read them. And I might just live stream on my phone because it'll do the Wi-Fi differently.
Read them. All right, Steven,
if I have to watch a live stream, it'll, use
$2.
data.
Easier flying west. You're going back in time. Yes.
Yes.
There you go. Reread. If anybody else wants to super chat, please do so. But yeah, this probably won't be a long one either because it's just kind of a recap of our trip. We'll look at some pictures and just kind of take a stroll down memory lane.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm editing something together, which is going to be fun for you guys.
Oh.
You already saw my captain's log, which was 2 hours. Damn movie. But
yeah,
I'm doing the Vegas mission trip supplemental, the commander's perspective. He got some great footage of the two of us while we were there as well, which I did not include in my captain's log. And I'm going to be doing that. It's only going to be 20 minutes long.
Well, I have more footage. It's just kind of like the bits of worth note. Because a lot of your stuff is also your journey as opposed to just the, the event stuff. It's a different format.
Yeah. So that'll be up. I was hoping to have it up this afternoon, but having some editing issues. So
well, I mean, put it out on Sunday because then there wasn't be a video on Sunday. So if you put it out on Sunday, we'll have videos on Sunday. Yeah.
There you go. It'll be released Sunday then because Commander said so. It's his perspective.
It's good not to have more than one video in a day because it just, then we have stuff every day. And so people, I got contacted recently about another guy that was in the hospital and said, you having content has really helped. So daily new is kind of one of the cool things,
Yeah. So if you want a real feel for
ugly
the trip,
mugs.
right, if you want to real feel for the trip, we did a couple lives. Go back and watch those. You can watch them non-live, but they were live at the time, including our first look at the dealer room floor. We shared that with you guys live. So, and then also the captain's log, and then this will be as well. So, and Jeff Jacobs puts in $2. Almost there. Almost in under 15 minutes for 50 likes. Hashtag make Jeff pay. 71 people watching. Easy to get.
That's right, Stuart. So let me swap to Premiere, and we can just sort of go through a few little cool things that happened. Not everything, obviously, and just bits and bobs. But yeah, here's us. But the thumbnail picture. Here's us at the Delta. What was it like then? And we can basically interview each other. What was it like, sort of stepping in the hall that, from my perspective, we'd just seen on Facebook like days before, and it's like, oh, now we're here. Huh. What was that like for you?
It was like a callback because in 2013 they had the Delta as well. Didn't have the split in it back then. But
probably won't next year either.
Well, hopefully. But yeah, it was good. The Delta is very cool. Everybody's getting their pictures in front of it.
Yeah.
And it's a good centerpiece to kind of start off the convention. The way where they put it is amazing. Because right above it, there's this big like skylight thing, and it's yellow. Mm-hmm. And it looks almost exactly like the deflector from Enterprise E, as Samuel said. So it's like, yeah, it looks like the Enterprise E is crashing into this thing.
Yeah. Well, it's time travel stuff. And it's a nice photo opportunity because it genuinely looks as good in person as it does in photos, and is as good in photos as in person. Yeah. Although we were very timid about actually stepping on because you can see the inner circle, the thing's actually on. Because logistically speaking, it should be solid enough to take that, but we were kind of never like, well, do you actually stand next to it? But based on perspective, you can still get a great shot even if you're not actually standing next to it. Although, we never did.
Yeah. What is it made of? Says Raj. I don't know what it's made of.
Hope,
it's made of awesomeness.
Love, money, all the best things.
All of those things.
Yeah, but that was fun. Scrolling through. There's a picture of our chauffeur / fan / tech guru. Do you want to talk about him a little bit? With his NASA shirt, if I zoom in. Yes, he wore a Trekyards comm badge. What a legend.
Of course he did. Every day that he was helping us, he was wearing the Trekyards comm badge, which was great. That's Mark Lawrence, a good supporter of the channel, a good friend of ours now.
Yeah.
And basically our quartermaster. He supplies everything we need for trips to California. So
yeah. Well, and not just that, but he works basically at a tech store, and so he has access to things unlike most people. I think I've got 3 of his hard drives, because I gave you one of them. And it's like, with the amount of stuff we do, it's a lot. And I literally have now. No, I bought one. So I have 2 Trekyards hard drives just from him, a 6 terabyte, and then a year later an 8 terabyte, which is awesome. And I haven't yet filled that one, and since I haven't moved everything over yet, because I want to, you should really be more efficient when you do hard drive copy, because if you copy just raw copy the drive, then you get all the inefficiencies and the possible copies. So I need to actually go through my 6 terabyte Trekyards hard drive and work it out properly to go into my 8 terabyte Trekyards hard drive. And just for a little bit of because no one's interested, but why not? So I have.
I just hate that there's a delay on the live because I can't see exactly what he's doing live, so I got to wait for the pictures.
Well, I'm not showing it; I'm just mentioning it. But
I know, but I'm just saying for the future.
The first Trekyards hard drive that we got, which was Indiegogo funded, I think, yeah, I called it Trekyards. Makes sense. That was 2 terabytes back in 2015, I guess. Yeah, 2015. So that was the first one. That lasted a while because I was able to juggle things around a bit. Then we got Trekyards 6 terabyte. No, then I bought myself the Memory Alpha drive. I thought, how much better can you get than Trekyards? Memory Alpha's the store, and that'll be everything I ever need at 5 terabytes. Nope, wasn't enough. And then I got another 6 terabyte drive, or a 6 terabyte drive to another 1,000 gigs. But because of that, I was able to split up what's in what a little bit. And now I've got the 8 terabyte, which is the Trekyards 8 terabyte, because so many drives. And I bought an 8 terabyte myself over Black Friday, or Amazon Day, sorry. And now it's 8 terabyte backup, which has 10 years of old files, which I was able to pull from everything else. I kind of literally 9 hard drives into one. I even went back to a 2007 big hard drive, which is 500 meg. That's a big chunky one, which didn't want to be copied, to the point that I literally had to copy each folder individually because it wouldn't understand. It couldn't cope with more than one. So I spent literally 2 days manually, and it got quite annoying. But I need the files, so yay me. And guys, do see.
I gotta confirm that I'm not a robot now. I am not a robot.
Believe me, or be terminated. Sorry, that wasn't that funny.
Jill sent us $1.63 Canadian, so probably $2 US. Thanks for the hilarious video. Stuart will share it. Yeah, I sent her a video earlier that she's going to share, so thank you, Jill.
Thank you, Jill.
But yeah, PayPal's definitely appreciated, guys.
Next picture is you finally met one of our guests after so long. I mean, I'm doing it in order, Stuart, so you can kind of guess who, hopefully.
Larry Nemeczek.
Larry Nemeczek! It was like meeting him in person then for the first time, and me for the 4th time.
Well, it feels like we already have met because we've talked quite often. But yeah, it was great actually meeting him in person. So, good guy, nice guy. I really like Larry.
He truly is the Doctor of Trek.
Dr. Trek, yes.
And I mean, this trip was, I've met so many people in so many fandoms, but it was great just to get pictures with, kind of almost completing the set. A lot of the names, faces that, how do you justify meeting people that are across the world if you all go to one place at the same time? And that was Vegas this year, which ended up being really useful. Cause you'll see through the people that I met. Bless you. Lots of the useful people that I met. Just good to meet people that .
Well, we wanted to do an interview with Larry, but we didn't have a chance. We just got so busy, and when we walked by his booth, he wasn't there. He was always busy doing other stuff too, so didn't get anything in person with Larry, unfortunately. Yeah. But that'll happen sometime. We've had him on the show before. We'll have him on the show again. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, we're dealing with Indiegogo PayPal-y stuff to get the funds to work out what the hell we have left, what we can do other trip-wise, if we can get Stuart to the UK or not, because he'll be there, I'm sure, for destination. So that can be our chance to tilt to him if you can. Again, it's got to be in the budget. But anyway, and I quite like this picture. It's us on the kind of the paparazzi screen with the bright colours. Oh, yes. Well, I didn't see very many. Obviously I was at the event, so seeing the Facebook of the event is a bit redundant because I was at the event, so I wasn't looking at my feed for it. But I didn't see many people like take pictures and post with this background. That
Neither
didn't.
did I.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually you see a lot of these, and I didn't see many this year either. So, and even when we walked by it, there was not a lot of people getting their photos in front of it. It's kind of like it was. It's always been there though. That's where it always is every year.
Right.
So it's like, yeah.
I think it needed like one big Vegas sign with stuff around it, because the way it is, it's like, I mean, okay, 25th generations, okay, Discovery, motion picture 4th, like nothing there particularly like makes you excited, and it's kind of like odd. Although I like that there's always an anniversary. You can always make an anniversary and find an anniversary. Yeah. They got a lot of content. Oh, it's the 37th and a half anniversary of Scotty being in it. Oh, it's the 42nd and a half of the first time making a TNG uniform. It's like, yep, we've got a lot of stuff.
Next year it can be the 5th anniversary of Trekyards. Stephen W. Fathery puts in $5. Thank you very much, Stephen. I talked to y'all at STLV. I'm the guy who gave the captain a hard time about how to say my last name. It's Fathery.
Yes.
Fathery. There you go. Sorry, it's a weird Irish name. That's okay.
Stephen, can I put your picture up? Because I know exactly who you are. You bought the cool props. Let me know if you're happy for me to put the selfie up on the stream for you to get. Assuming it is you, it'd be very embarrassing if it wasn't. But yeah, it'd be funny if it wasn't you. That would be hilarious to some people. But yeah, let me know. I'll give you the picture shout out to prove that you were there, because you could be making shit up.
Fathery. I want to say Fathery. It just sounds better, but Fathery, okay.
To be fair,
you are my Fathery.
I mean, as two other countries, we genuinely have a different cadence to words.
Yes. And
also syllables. So there is a point when we do just say words differently, and that's understandable that we might not get it right because it's just different. I think that's fair. But yeah, Stephen, let me know. I've got your picture up. You're upside down. That's okay. Can I turn you around in? Oh, can you do that in this? Don't know. How's the stream looking? Are we still going good?
Looks good. It's yellow. Everything looks clear. The video's good. So yeah.
Yes, we do. And it is. I mean, this guy's so smart, isn't he? You know what I should do? I should wait for the next time I talk about it to play both of us. I get 3 of me at the same time. Let's make it happen, Stuart. I wanna. This is tangent. Okay, I'm gonna do the next picture and you can talk about that one. Perfect. It's you with the first full day breakfast, Stuart. That should be a good hint.
First full day breakfast. Okay. I still can't see the picture, so I gotta wait.
And there's 3 of us.
This guy's so smart, isn't he?
He is. He really, really is.
You know what I should do? I should wait for the next time I talk about it to play both of us.
So I'm doing it. There's 3 of us.
I get 3 of me at the same time.
We're all so smart.
Anyway, stop amusing yourself. Oh yes, that was good. That was actually good. That pancake. That was a Snickers pancake, and it was huge. It was the size of my plate.
What?
Seriously, you didn't hear me?
No, I did. I just find myself funny. Yeah, that was impressive.
I'm glad you find yourself funny, because no one else does.
I know, but there's 3 of me, so we all find it. So yeah. Yeah. So this should be you, sir. Obviously, the hint of your image, but it's not quite clear. But I believe you're the chap that got lots of props, and kept going to the auctions. I wish I went to.
Oh yes, yes.
Ooh, AC Castillo. Inception, watching Trekyards live stream while Trekyards watches Trekyards live stream. Yes. Yes, while listening to Trekyards live stream. Yes. Look at the fun we're having. Yes. There you go, Stephen. Right. Yes, breakfast. Now, what did it feel? So what is it? It's Snickers?
Yeah, Snickers chocolate bar.
So do you think they just cut up a chocolate bar, put it in the batter, and then as they fried it? Or they made the thing?
Yeah.
Did it like feel and taste like opulent? Like this is...
Yeah, it did. I couldn't eat it all, that's for sure. But it was very good. Yes, Snickers has peanuts, Dan23.
have a clip.
What, did I die again?
No, I have a clip.
A clip of what?
Assimilated. Yeah, so look forward like you're dead. Wait, I'll start there. And then go out. Yeah. The drama. And then walk out, Stuart. Oh no. Legit hit with the Oh, that's funny. And then right at the end, a Trekyards fan said hi. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that happened a bit.
Yeah.
Actually.
Like, half the live streams were like, and hi to a fan.
Oh, yeah, that was, yeah. Good clip. Me being a Borg. Being Borgified.
Yes. Then we had this new Enterprise D. Almost film miniature. Which I did an interview about, which I thought went pretty well.
Built from scratch and brought all the way from Germany. Made mainly out of cardboard. Yes.
Wait, really?
Yep. Remember he was showing us the other parts for the other ships he's working on? They're just basically cardboard mock-ups.
No. The Enterprise D. Not the E.
Oh, the D.
That's the one they're selling.
They're talking about the E, the one in Quark's bar.
No, the D. We want the D. Let's talk about the big D. Well, it's only 4-foot D.
And there's nothing wrong. Oh, yeah. There's nothing wrong with a Borg with glasses, Robert. As I said, Captain Foley's allergic to retinax, so I need my glasses. Yes. But they got funky, like, built-in displays, much like Google Glass, only much more advanced because they're feature.
They could shoot nanoprobes.
I don't know about that.
No, when you sneeze, and then it just...
That seems too Discovery Control-like.
Yeah, I was just thinking that as I said that.
Yeah, I know. Just no, that's not a go.
Yeah, this was and this was I did you watch the interview I did with the Enterprise D silver screen or whatever?
I have not watched it yet. No.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to like edit it and release it for everybody. Then I'll watch it.
Good. And that was interesting because I'd sort of tried to catch the guy out because we talked to a few different vendors and the level of knowledge was clearly variable.
That's a good word for it. Yeah.
Yeah, and this guy legit had all the answers. He couldn't take into all the details, but every question he tried to answer directly, even to the point of me knowing more than him. And he's like, "Oh yeah, well that I do know about that. Thanks for reminding me." So I quite enjoyed that interview because I had fun trying to make him sound smart, unless he sounds dumb. Haha.
Yes. People are saying they're going to extract my eyes and give me Geordie eyes, so I don't need to worry about glasses. I like my glasses, so piss off. Yeah. Captain Foley has glasses. It's just a thing.
Some people it like not doesn't help their face, but I mean some people it just works for the look. It's like some people look good bald. You know, some people do not look good with facial hair. There's a genuine spectrum of just looking good. Obviously, it's to each their own, but you know, there's a reason we all have our preferred look because we think we look best at that. And Stuart's preferred look is forced into it because Trekyards demands that you keep the same look for eternity.
Unfortunately, yes. But that's okay. I don't mind it. It's just kind of a pain to maintain.
It's a pain to maintain. I'd love to do the full beard, though. Or, like, as close as you can get.
Oh, this is as close as I can get. Trust me. I haven't shaved for a few days. You can feel some stubble, but it'll never fill in.
Yeah, why don't you, like, not for, like, 3 weeks?
Oh, God. I just have, like, stray hairs. Like, I would look awful.
That'd be great.
No, it wouldn't be.
So talk about this chap on the stream now.
That is the amazing Thomas Maroney. Lead, what is he now? He got promoted, I guess.
He's lead ship artist on Star Trek Online.
Yes. Good friend of the channel. Fan of ours. He loves us. We love him. We've had him on the show numerous times, and he does some great work for STO, making some fantastic ships.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy you need on a Star Trek project. I know obviously people know the stories, but he's a great origin story because he was who played Stowe when it first came out, and he as just himself living wherever he lived, and then because I watched a podcast called Stoked about the early Stowe stuff. Just because, content to edit, because I've been editing for so many years, I have the same needs for content. And they featured this guy as his work, because he made this, like, pipes game with a full Trekyards as, like, a mini-game inside the game, and saying, hey, guys, I designed a couple of mini-games, because Stowe was pretty bare bones content. It's well before the season. This is many years ago, and he designed a game for it, and then he designed a second one, like a third one, and he really they looked so good they could be real, and so they just hired him. And he started as a graphics guy, but cleared the ships, and then kept going up the ranks, and now he leads the entire ship team. I mean, that's from the legitimate fantasy stuff into designing more ships than brilliant.
Yeah, and Mark Lawrence is finally here. He says, "Phew, finally made it here. District manager is around today, so he can't be watching us at work. But thank you, Mark, for joining us. We just talked about you. Had a picture of you up, so.
Well, hope you're having a good day."
Yes. And Jeff Jacobs says, "Cap has a baby face, needs the beard." I don't know about that. I'm 45. I look my age, I think. Maybe.
No, you look younger. Apart from the grey,
Thanks.
but the grey is like you can
There's
go at
no
any
grey.
age.
Shut up. I don't have any grey. Actually, I do, and I like it.
I see it in the. I see it in the pubes, the face pubes.
No, you don't. Just you shut up.
So yeah, speaking of nothing, I have another video, but this is again just a little bit of this one. Yeah, that doesn't sound good because the Skype's compressing it. But yay, there's us on the floor of the event. Woo! Parties, woo! I do like the S10 a lot. It's the phone I have. Glad I got it over the Huawei. Even though it had a better camera, this did much better video. And the microphone, this was really damn good. Like when we were at that party, like doing a selfie video, it's like, yeah, you can totally hear us, even though it's very loud and we're not it's not close. So it's really good. And the night mode's pretty damn good. I mean, this is gets a lot of pop out of it. But yeah, I still don't like the fact the slot machines were this close to the bar, like just right there.
It's a casino. They're everywhere, man.
I know, but embrace the bar a bit more.
Nah, I disagree there. Good place to sit when you're chatting people up and stuff, and
yeah. And then look, Chris Doohan. We met Chris Doohan. Woo!
Yes.
I've met all the primary starter continuous people now, which is awesome.
And Chris was awesome. We did an interview with him, which you'll see at some point. But great guy. Very nice guy. I wish I would. Well, I did meet Dad actually way back when Trek was a thing. The Toronto convention for Star Trek every year called Toronto Trek, and I had him sign my my technical manual, my friend's Joseph technical manual. So it's signed by James Doohan. It says Scotty underneath it. Wow. Perfect thing to have signed by Scotty is the tech manual. So
yeah,
it was great meeting his son. Super nice guy. So that was awesome.
Yeah, and he's so humble's the wrong word because he's done a very specific thing, but he is also just the every guy in such a nice way, and just good to be around.
And Stephen W. Fothery put in $2. Post pics of me if you want. We took one together. Yeah. I think
I already did, Stephen. It was like a couple minutes ago after you said yes. Go back and look.
I'm not sure that was the right guy though. There's two guys that look similar.
Well, scroll back and let me know.
Oh.
No. I'm not talking about everything just because, but we had a night out at the top of the bar. I just wanted to show off the, again, night mood.
Yes.
It does allow for some pretty nice, I mean, just that view. Almost the best thing about Vegas was that view. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we didn't actually get to see much of Vegas, so that was kind of like our experience of the Vegas was that. Otherwise, it was the Trek stuff, and the Trek stuff was obviously great, but, you need a bit of the glamour of Vegas too.
Yeah, and that was great. The Rooftop Voodoo Lounge of the Rio on the 51st floor. A great view of all of Las Vegas. I mean, I got a great panoramic of it. There's some video of the skyline, and it's fantastic, I got to say.
Although I'll always remember our attempt to get up to the 51st floor.
Where we went to, like, the presidential suite, and then there was, like, the back... Like you see in movies where people are like fighting or like spies are shooting each other. There's
the Die
like
Hard
crap
set
everywhere, and we went up. There's a presidential suite kind of thing which you needed a card to get to, but the people in the elevator had the card, so we got up there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then
well, no, that's just to get into the tower though.
Yeah, well, yeah. but up to those specific levels as well.
Right, okay.
If you don't have a room key for that, you can't get up there. But we did, and then we went up some more stairs to try to find the rooftop, which we would have been on like the skanky, dirty rooftop. It was awful, and we didn't document any of that either because we were pretty sure we were on camera. There's cameras everywhere in the casino. They're probably like, "Who are these assholes?"
Yeah, it was great to go from literally the presidential, like the best part of the hotel. It's like, oh, now here, like I said, the scummy stairs. That I'm pretty sure if I tried to get to the roof, I could have. I don't think it was locked because, so many steps to get to that point, and you gotta know it's there, But
it was all like not finised and under construction.
Well, no, it wasn't. It was just it's service stuff. You're not.
Well, I know, but it was not well maintained.
Well, no. But that was fun. And then we were like, this can't be the way to a nightclub. This doesn't feel right.
No. But there's a separate elevator for the nightclub, which we eventually found. Yeah.
Not
that's
where
the
you think it'd be either.
That's the one on the outside of the building with the glass.
Yeah.
And it'll be in the video that I'm rendering right now of the trip. So, yeah.
Yes.
Bernard Francis throws in $10, so thank you very much, Bernard. Love you guys. Your trip looked like a ton of fun. What was the best Trek experience you had?
Love you too.
The whole thing.
That's such a cop-out.
It is, though, but there's so many people there that we met. Mine was probably meeting Tilly and also going up to Anthony Rapp and talking with him and him being like, hey, Trekyards, how's it going? Hey, Captain Foley.
Well, hey, Captain.
And then, hey, Captain, yes. And then I went to hand him my business card, reached in my pocket and handed him the room key. Which is
that was a
good
good
card.
moment.
And he's like, oh, Captain Foley. It's just kind of an awkward situation. But
that was a good moment.
Friendly guy, and I'm glad he knows Trekyards. So, yeah.
Wow. With the caveat being, and doesn't hate us. Like, if he can smile at us, He
enjoys watching our speculation videos, though, so.
Yeah. I think just for ease of one thing, I'll say Nichelle Nichols, Son of My Enterprise. Because I'll never be able to have that moment again. Like, as a legitimate, that is the last time that can ever happen. Sort of thing. Therefore, very special. That, I managed to catch it. It's like catching Nimoy on his last trip to the UK and then he dies a year later. It's like, I got I got the moment. So I'll say that. But look, another moment.
Answer.
Yes, here's me with Rod Roddenberry. Although, I don't think I look tipsy when I'm tipsy. I think I can compose myself quite well, because you can't tell I've had several alcohols. In this picture, anyway.
Yes.
Other pictures, not so much. But this picture's fine.
Mark said maybe that's why your key was having problems. Yeah, my key stopped working at one point. I think that after we met Anthony Rapp. I don't know. I can't remember. I had to get a replacement key. My key stopped working. Yeah.
Yeah, we met Anthony right at the end, so that happened in the middle.
But yeah, there's Rod Roddenberry. It was great meeting him as well. Meeting kind of like Trek royalty there. Got to interview him as well, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He was the nicest guy. I went up and introduced myself, told him about Trekyards, and he's like, I said, we do ships and tech. And he's like, you got to talk to these guys because they're doing a virtual reality ship thing. And he went over and introduced Trekyards to, I forget who exactly. But
Mission Log Podcast.
Mission Log Podcast, that's right. Have you heard of these Trekyards guys? Like Rod Roddenberry was saying, here, these Trekyards guys would be good for your project with ships. It's like, wow. Thanks, Rod.
See, at that event, things like that happen. If you're someone that people know, and do things.
Yeah. But yeah, B. Meyer says, oh no, Robert Hayes says those plastic keys always fail. Well, they have things around the whole casino where you just get a new key, so it's really convenient. So
we also got to not bump into. Well, no, actually, technically, he did bump into us. Rick Sternbach literally bumped into us deliberately. It's like, hey guys. Well,
he bumped into me legitimately when I was doing a live.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, hey Rick, we're doing a live, and he came and talked to everybody on the live for a while. So if you missed the live, check it out because, yeah, and he came up and bumped my arm like, hey, how's it going? It's like, hey Rick. I didn't even see you because I was focusing on the live, but that was a pretty awesome moment for sure.
Because we've known him for, he was right at the start. So we've been talking to him for, almost half a decade.
Yeah.
So there's just so much ease of, hey Rick, oh hi guys.
Plus, I run into him every year at Wonderfest, so it's like, oh, this guy again. One of those situations. So
yeah. Now this one's a fun one because I had my Discovery Cast stories at Destination, and it was nice to be able to share them all with you this time.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I want to meet all the Discovery people because you never know. / it's just good to get pictures of them and to get a sense of the people, because it does change once you meet them. The actors are different to the characters a lot of the time.
Yes.
And so this crew member, who I'm pretty sure is the comm officer. Once you get into the back 3, it's kind of hard to. I think the black guy's weapons. No, or is he? No, he's comm. This guy weapons. Because yeah, he said the end. Anyway, this guy, he was like, "Oh, hey, Trekyards." And proceeds to have quite a decent conversation with us about, I love you guys' stuff. I watch your reviews. I like your positiveness. Like all the stuff we hear from fans saying about not neutrality, but good-natured way we do things from a guy on the show, who like to think that. I guess it's 4 people on the Discovery set at least have the pictures of us in their brain, in their storage while on set.
Yep.
Yep. And so he was like $20 for a selfie, which is okay. But it's like, well, yeah, he knows us. I mean, come on, this is absolutely worth doing.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Score 1 more for the Trekyards boys. Woo! And he seems nice on the show. Well, I think we talked to him as much as he has lines on the show.
Yeah.
But,
Although he said they have read the scripts for the first 3 or 4 episodes, and they're kind of excited because I guess they get more time now because hopefully, I mean,
Well, they're not going to introduce brand new characters that take up all the screen time. Oh, wait, they're probably the book guy. I'm not excited
about. It would have been better if a lot of the ship had been evacuated, so it was just the bridge crew.
Yeah.
So that they would play a more prominent role, but I have a feeling that's maybe not necessarily going to be the case.
That's what it looked like with them having their big meeting in the corridor, because those 8 people don't speak for the entire crew. So when you suddenly see the entire staff of people in the sick bay with nurses, I'm like, oh, they do not all love Burnham enough to sacrifice their entire lives and their careers and their families. I don't buy that for a single second. That's stupid. They just want people so it doesn't change. It should have just been bridge crew only, Lost in Space style. Because then it's different to Voyager. Voyager has an entire crew. They can introduce extras. They can introduce random people. But if it's just the bridge crew, then you only have this pool of characters, which means that you have to give them all some sort of centre stage, which is what they need, because you're wasting over half of them.
Yeah. And Bernard Francis throws another $10 in. Thank you very much. It looks like I've frozen again.
Oh, you're fine on my side.
Oh, okay, good. You were frozen, so it looked like you were frozen. You were just being very still. Anyway, Bernard Francis throws in another $10. Going to the New York Ren Fair this way of Florida. By way of Florida this weekend. Last year I did Harry Potter. This year I'll be a science officer. Just an FYI. Yeah, be a science officer walking around with a tricorder. That's awesome.
Well,
fits right in with the Ren Fair.
It's one of the better Big Bang Theory jokes. So absolutely, 100%.
Yep. That or Marty McFly. Goes Marty McFly.
Yes. Anyone with time travel. Well, I mean, now you could do like an Avengers suit as well.
Well, you could do your Harry. You could do your doctor.
Yeah. It's more interesting than going in medieval.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. That's cool. You gotta get some pictures and share them with us, Bernard. That'd be cool. Jacob says the fact that this is all above all a ship and gadgets channel, we try and stick to that. We got a lot of complaints even about talking about plots, etc. Most here don't want talk really. Reality. Well, yeah. I mean, we've been doing this for almost 5 years now, and we've covered a ton of ships.
Mm-hmm.
We still have a few we hit, and fan designs and Star Trek Online and stuff. We'll get to those.
But it's like once we cover them, they're covered, and our audience always grows. It's kind of like it's a shame that we can never go back to some ships because we done them. It's like at a certain point, the quality of our show gets to a point. There's no point remastering. It's only the first 50 that are really kind of worth doing.
Yeah.
Which is great. Yay, they're much better. I'm really proud of our remasters from every way. I think we present them so much better and such.
Yeah.
A nice probably maybe the only announcement at the entire show of any sort of worth was the Star Trek Online ships for Eaglemoss collection.
Oh yes, yes.
That actually affects us in terms of, we get models to play with.
Yeah. Yeah, the Eaglemoss panel was kind of the only one that had anything good to offer as far as new stuff. And the Star Trek Online panel with the next thing was Stamets. I mean, it sounds cool, and we missed the trailer for the next thing, but
I assume it's live now. I assume it's online.
Should be. I got a heck from Thomas Maroney for leaving early. We had to go early and do an interview, and we just missed it apparently. So
that was a good interview. That was worth getting.
Yeah. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay, I'll talk about it more then. Yeah, so it was great because we were in this auditorium that was, it got more full. This was like early, and then Thomas walked up to talk to the Eaglemoss guys, and you assume they all know each other, and I was like, oh, Thomas, sit next to me. Sat next to me on the front row, and then they called him up. I was like, and special guest, what's Maroney? And I'm like, oh my god, it's right him. And he comes up and gives a good old speech. I like when people recite their job role that they've obviously said 1 billion times. And I know his exact.
We have to do.
Yeah, I know his exact cadence of how he says, "Hey, I'm Thomas Maroney," and I'm like, "Yep." And I'm excited to see what to do because Stowe is such a can of worms. Like, how the heck do you possibly pick? I think 12 ships is the current lineup. Also, then plus the Enterprise F is already out. Yeah. Like, especially with every variant, like you can literally, as Mike did on one of the community streams, he took I believe it was the 2 nacelle Shepherd class from Discovery, and swapped the paint scheme with a refit style paint scheme, which then replaces a lot of the colours and lighting bits, and it's like, that is so much better. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That actually looks good now. So how do they pick which paint scheme? Because you can go radical, you can go silly, you can go,
Well, what Star Trek Online needs to do for the Star Trek Eaglemoss should do for the Star Trek Online ships is have let's say you get the Manticore class or the Chimera, have all the parts available for it. Like, get a big box, so you can have the parts, you can mix and match. You can't really change colors so much. Or Eaglemoss should at least do kind of like a kit bash thing with TOS parts. So you can make a TOS Miranda, you can make a TOS kind of like the South Bend Enterprise, but smaller scale, obviously. That'd be neat. Just a box full of parts that are all put in their own little slots and whatever. You can just mix and match and make whatever ship you want. Well, make your Connie have the refit neck like mine and the refit struts, but still have the other Connie parts. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Eaglemoss started in a much smaller place, and it's now the go-to people for a lot of shows. They've managed to make their own brand off of Star Trek collection. Obviously, they had stuff before, but now it's what it is because of what that gave them. And so, 5 years later, at some point, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel completely. And so, those sorts of really cool things, at some point, they'll be like, well, shit, if we want a new Trek ship to come out as an XL and get some money from it, with all of our people are expecting something, we'll do something cool like that. So, I mean, we didn't think Stowe stuff would be on it. That was a bit, to do a full lineup, a separate subscription service is pretty cool.
Robert Hayes says, what size are these Star Trek Online ships going to be? I would assume they're just going to be the standard Eaglemoss size, like the Enterprise F was.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're not going to be like the Discovery larger scale stuff, which is a shame. It'd be kind of cool to have them be a different scale, but...
Yeah. I mean, the things, the 3D models are so basic that, they would not look good. I mean, the thing is, the weird thing I think about that one is that you can do the 3D print models at 3 sizes. Game print.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a bit weird. But the thing is, they'll be cheaper than game print.
Yeah, game print are nice, but they are expensive. And some of them don't hold up so well with the thin struts. They get saggy and stuff. But I still have mine here. It's still good. The USS Executioner, see, right there. Which I thought.
Oh my god, it's the Disco Prize.
It's not the Disco Prize, though. This was made before the Disco Prize was even a thing. That's okay. We got another super chat from Jill47. Thank you, Jill. She gives us $2.
Thanks.
It says, I am here for all the non-ship talk. A few of us are. This is true. This is true. We've branched out and kind of become hopefully a force to be reckoned with online.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, if the Discovery cast know us for Discovery stuff, and then some people say they found us for our team, we're knowledgeable people that this is our living sort of thing. And Matthew DeFreitas, again, chats on the phone, he asked, any announcements as to when the USS Emmett Till will be released? Matthew, there was complete radio silence. I think they did not realise how small to zero appearance it had in the documentary. It was like...
Yeah.
Didn't need to be in there. It was just a marketing tool to have something on the box. It was basically worthless. You didn't even get the bridge or anything. So it was a nothing ship that I think they're going to... Like, if people haven't seen the doc, they're not going to buy it. Except complete... Like, it had so much hype, but it really doesn't mean anything as a ship.
Yeah, it would be cool to have, though. I would like to have an Eaglemoss version
Yeah.
of it.
But yeah, I'm just saying that they're not going to rush to put it out, and they're going to, John's going to finish the sketches. They've got to build a 3D model and print it, which takes 9 months. So, I mean, it was at least already going to be a year and a half away from when they announced it, and because it's a brand new 3D model, they've actually got designed around it, or accept a shitty level of detail, which is also possible. So I wouldn't expect it until like late 2020 anyway. But it's fine. I mean, it wasn't that great. It was fine. It looks like a stow ship, Think of it as that level. It's like the Enterprise F. It's like, yeah, you could,
Yeah.
But less famous. A lot less famous.
All right, we have 82 likes, guys. We have 107 people watching. Let's get that up to 100 likes. Everybody hit like. And everybody that's watching, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We got another super chat from Bernard Francis. He puts in another $10. So thank you very much, Bernard.
Saving the super chat, man. You are kicking ass.
I love both the ships and non-ship stuff. The more you guys do, the better. Oh. You always brighten my week. I rarely catch a live show, so I am monetarily making up for lost time. Trekyards deserves it. Well, thank you very much. And
what a lad.
If you can make it to a live, please do so. Actually, I did an impromptu live last night. I went for a walk, did a bit of a live, and got some great comments and feedback. So that was awesome. So something I haven't done for a while. So thank you guys for tuning in and just for being fans. We appreciate it.
That's what we always say. We have no idea who's watching. We make content only that we're proud of. That's why I don't do clickbait. You come to us for genuine information, genuine analysis. That's why it seems silly, but yes, our 2-hour TNG reviews, our 2-hour Discovery reviews, are very detailed and very thought through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not the 6-minute. So what do you think of this movie? Well, I like this scene. The sound was really good. There we go, brilliant. It's like, okay, that doesn't bring anything to the conversation, but when we analyze this stuff, it's like, damn, there's so many things to see and notice.
And we see the connections with other episodes or whatever, and we get in there. We get in the minutia and how things work in universe, and then behind the scenes as well. So that's what I love about what we do. It gets that information out. It's conversation with you guys. We might spark ideas in you that you might not have thought of. So that's what we.
And it's not great for everyone because not everyone has the time to spend. But if you do, great. Everything's free. That's why we don't have anything behind a paywall. Even though we could do Patreon exclusives, we like doing everything that everyone can watch and enjoy because that's why we make it. The content is for you guys, Yeah.
And Dan23 says anyone could be watching. LOL. And that's so true. We met so many fans when we were in Star Trek Las Vegas. It was just incredible. And a lot of people watch and never comment.
Yeah.
They're silent watchers. They enjoy us, but they don't really comment. We see a lot. Been watching for 2 years. Finally, my first comment or something. So who knows who is watching? Plus, some of the Discovery cast members have watched our stuff. So, I mean, that means a lot to us. And the name is known. We would, say Trekyards and be like, Trekyards, it sounds familiar. Even if you don't know exactly what we do, you have heard the name. So, and Eugene showed up, puts in 1,000 rubles and says, hi. Hi, Eugene.
Hello, Eugene. Please come to Vegas so we can see you in person.
Yes. Mark Lawrence says, would it be okay to mention Jonathan Lane's fan film fundraiser? Today is a match donation day.
Well, you just did.
I just did.
For you, Mark. For you. Can't say no to Mark. Yes, and this is a nice one. Me meeting Michelle Specht from Star Trek Continues.
Ooh, yes.
For the first time, who I can't say much more about because there's things.
Yeah.
Although we should definitely get on the show. I think it should be fun to talk to, which is a unique perspective.
Well, she liked us. It was great to meet her in person. She's a very nice person. So, yes, it was great meeting her.
And not as tall as I thought. Because she has such a presence in the show.
Yeah.
That I assumed she was like 5'9", add heels. And she's like, oh no, great. She's not. That helps why I was talking to her. But yeah, lovely to meet her. And like I said, now I've met even more of the cast Continues and got pictures with. And she looked amazing in this like flight attendant uniform, but it generally looked like a really good uniform on her, which says, I always find the best costumes are ones that you fit. Like, you look good and right in.
Mhm.
Because some things you don't really look like okay, it bit cliche, but a big tall black guy in Blade costume, if he's got the right sort of face and the right sort of build, he will look amazing. You throw a scrawny white guy in the Blade costume, he probably isn't going to matter. He's probably not going to look good, or a big guy, or
he'll look like JP from Grandma's Boy, or like somebody from The Matrix.
Well, yeah,
essentially. Yeah.
So there's certain things that people look especially good in, and this just happened to be like, wow, you just look very official. It goes beyond the. I think there's also a presence thing. Something my dad always says, who's done Roman reenactment for 15 years. There's a really big difference in vibe when you wear the costume or the costume wears you. If the costume wears you, you're being defined by it, and you are it. And, oh, look at me, I'm wearing this costume. If you're wearing the costume, then you are you, and it's just part of who you are, which is what I have my Stargate uniforms. That's not a costume to them, that's just their uniform, so it shouldn't feel like anything special because it's just their uniform. But you associate with the show. I've had my uniforms for a decade now for Stargate, so I can wear it just like another skin. So I think that does come across my stance, and not that I want to just keep using anecdotes, but...
And speaking of what I was just speaking of, Death by Humbuckers says, "Hey dudes, long time watcher, first time commenter, love your channel. Thank you very much. Thank you for commenting. Please join us for the lives." I love that we have regulars for the lives. We just know everybody, and that's awesome. So, and Dean Lucero, that's in $2. I listen mostly, rarely get to the lives. Well, thank you very much.
Well, hi Dean, love your mustache based on the picture. Thanks for and why do you how do you find us? Why do you come to the show? Is that more for the ships, more for the don't know. And yes, thank you, Mr. Humbuckers, or Mr. By Humbuckers, or just Death by Humbuckers, depending where your name breaks out. Welcome. What's next? The Picard panel, which my picture is as disappointing as the panel.
That's a great summation.
I'll leave it on for a second so you can enjoy it when it comes on.
Yeah. It was a real disappointment, I gotta say. That's the one thing I was kind of looking forward to. Any little nugget of news, and we got like very little. So, Tom Zeros48 puts in $2 Canadian. Like all your stuff, especially Trek originals. Wink, wink. He's got a Trek original coming out soon, as I recall. Which are probably going to be. Well, I'm not going to say anything.
I'm waiting on you, Stuart, and you're waiting on Not Much Left. We'll say that. Then it's back on me. Yeah. God, so much work to make those.
Yeah, but they're worth it. People really enjoy them. So
yeah, I mean, the donation that we ask for it is nothing, but we are so proud of making them. Like, they're some of the best content we make.
Yeah.
They're brilliant, and it's really honor. It's an honor to bring them because as a fan, if I was 10 years younger, I would probably have asked my parents, "Can I have this much to get a ship design?" I would probably have done what we do. Because then I get to be on the show and I get animations made, if you can afford the model as well, by one of our team. That's effing amazing. And give it to a talented guy like me that can just make Trek CGI. It's like, holy hell. And, I put them in scenes with the real 3D models. What was the carrier we just did? English guy's name. Attenborough class, Dave Attenborough, but it was changed, something else. That ship.
The one the name got changed like 3 times, yeah.
Yeah, that one. That's why I lose track. That one, that if you look at that ship, the actual Voyager is actually docked on his fan ship. The actual bird of prey. These are the real things. I mean, that's surreal and cool. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, Dreamer out there puts in $5 and says, "Also just saying hi, guys." Well, hi, Dreamer out there. Welcome back. Good to see you again. And Stephen Fothery, I'm saying it right now, $2. What actor or creator do you wish was at Star Trek Las Vegas?
There's so many answers to that you could do as well.
I know. Well, there's a lot of people there that I wanted to see that we didn't. Like Michael Westmore, I wanted to meet him in person.
Yeah, actually. Stop reminding me that, because that's the one that actually pisses me off.
I know, right? That's a good question. I honestly don't know what to say to that, to be honest. Gene Roddenberry.
The zombie of Gene Roddenberry.
Got close though, that Rod. So
yes, and Rod's girlfriend. So that was nice. Yeah. Ballerina, ballet, famous ballet.
Yeah.
I mean, I met so many people in the fan film community that I'm quite a big part of. So that was really good. I met a lot of people and some that weren't meant to be there. So that was really good.
Well, this is a good lead into what Hawkins says. Who's the old dude?
Exactly. Well,
good segue.
Yeah, but I'll pause for 1 second. I was hoping you were going to say J.J. Abrams so you could punch him or something.
No, I mean...
You wouldn't. No, neither of us would. That's absurd. But I thought you were going to go for the joke answer first.
I'd be like, what were you thinking? I want to talk to him. I really do.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah. But there's a fan of Trek that I talked to the other day, or he talked at me. And, yeah, well, that happens.
And, well, no, I'm just reading a comment. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt for a second. Mm-hmm. Matthew DeFritas says, came to Trekyards after seeing the Cap shred into darkness in a review. I instantly thought, I like this guy. Subscribe.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's similar to how I started.
Yeah.
I like that guy. Subscribe. What was I saying?
I don't know. What were you saying?
J.J. Abrams and then not J.J. Abrams and then... Oh yeah, there's this guy online that was talking at me and he had an opinion on one of the Trek topics, sort of Discovery-ish, about canon, not canon, and he's putting a point of view that I don't agree with for other canon reasons. And I expressed my opinion and he disagreed again. And I just realized I can't... Nothing I say will make any difference to this man because our opinions are just different. We all have gut opinions. So if you went to J.J. Abrams, I don't think he would look at us, if we got into that sort of conversation, he would just say, yeah, but you guys are just those stupid Trekkies that are too into it. Like, there wouldn't be that sort of conversation because what's the point? So many Trekkies like us are just like, yeah, but you don't get it. It's not for you. Stop thinking about it. It wasn't, shut up. Not shut up, but like, he would just write us off very quickly because it wasn't made for Star Trek fans. It wasn't made for Star Trek audiences. It wasn't, really. It was just made because. A bit of a dour note, but onto this chap. This chap was funny because I walked by him, I recognised him, but I know a lot of people, and I recognise a lot of people. It doesn't mean I can go say hi just because. Jack Trevino, who wrote Star Trek Gods and Men, the fan film, and then Renegades, and then Renegades Requiem, I think, also Requiem, as well as 3 episodes of DS9, but he pitched 5, I believe, or got 2, pitched 4, and I'm a big fan of Gods and Men, and I worked on Renegades, so it was really nice to meet him and talk to him about my Convergence film, because, I took the villains he invented and ran with them, and he's really interested to see what I do with them, because we shared lots of similar points of, good film, or good pilot, not the best film, but obviously it's built to a lead up, and, he wished other things were done as well, story-wise, and so that was really good to meet him and just get a picture, and I got his email now, so I can talk to him about it, and I joked with him that on my, I want to make a Blu-ray for the people that worked on the film, because that's nice to have. And I want to put, like, a quote by him on the cover. Jack Trevino, writer of Renegade, says, loved it, better than our film. Like, it's funny, It's like James Cameron saying the new Terminator film's good. It's like that level of, ooh.
Yeah. And Justin Hampton said he's got some comics for me. Ooh. Just needs my address. Well, but email us at trekyards@hotmail.com. And did you hear me? You froze for a second.
You are fine.
Yeah. Email us at trekyards@hotmail.com and just put in the subject line comics for the captain or something. Thank you. And maybe send Samuel some.
I'm here too. Let's see what else I got. Oh yeah, this was Chris doing me in TOS uniform, which you got to see me in person in. Don't think many people knew I had because I don't tend to post personal stuff. Any thoughts on me in my TOS uniform?
Look good.
Yes.
That's all I have to say.
Yes, excellent. What do you guys think?
I'm jealous because I need to get a good TOS uniform.
And I'll send you the link. These just crazy quality for the price. And the fabric.
I need your dad to buy me one though.
Yeah. Then we all got one bought by him. Yeah. I wonder if I can find that uniform.
Yeah, Chris was a good guy to meet. I really appreciated meeting him. He was much nicer. Well, I didn't expect him to not be nice, but he was a very nice guy.
Yeah, it's all about the vibe a lot of the time, and he has a really great vibe.
Yeah.
You know, and hard to... we've met a lot of people and a lot of vibes, and, you know, I know that you were disappointed by some of the actors, you were really impressed by some of the actors, and we'll do those in later stories. You know, it really is super variable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
a lot of people I didn't expect to like necessarily turned out to be like my best friend. I love them. Other people just definitely let me down. I really like their character, not necessarily the actor, though. One in particular let me down again at Star Trek Las Vegas, so now I have a more jaded view of him, but I'm not going to talk about that.
Justin Hampton says, maybe send me some TNG comics. Sure, I like TNG. If there's ships them, I can take pictures and we can look at them. Because I like ships.
Right.
I like science.
Oh, God. I like comics. Bernard Francis puts in another $5.
Oh,
thank you very much. Have you ever met Nana Visitor? She is the sweetest. She always misremembers my nickname as Benny when it's actually Barry. I think it shows she cares, though. That's surprising. Back in 2013, when Sylvia and I went to Star Trek Las Vegas, we ran into Anthony Montgomery from Enterprise, Mayweather. And when I went up to talk to him this time, he's like, I remember you. You and your wife with the Trekkie. We were wearing our shirts that said Trekkie. And he wanted to get a picture of him in the middle of a Trekkie sandwich. So, and his handler in creation in 2013 was like, well, no. And he's like, no. I'm going to get a picture with them. Come and take the picture. So he was like telling his handler what to do, which I loved. And then he posted it on his Instagram, and he remembers posting that picture. So the fact that, you know, some of them remember that, and that was 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just, that blows me away. I love things like that. A lot of times I think they say they remember when they don't really remember. Yep. And then maybe they start to, as you start talking a little more, they start to clue in. They meet so many people that just that little bit of, but he remembered the Trekkie sandwich thing, and I thought that was amazing. So yeah, that's awesome.
I remember I met an actor, and I always wore the waistcoat when I met them, and I wasn't, and they were saying, oh yeah, I remember you, but you're wearing different things, it's weird. I'm like, yeah, sorry. Because when you wear the same thing, which is my waistcoat, like, it stands out of convention anyway. Plus, I normally do weird things, talking to them and signing stuff. Yeah. And then you see him again. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, your brain clicks. And Jill47 says, not everyone's good in that colour. Well done, Samuel. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes. Want to go back. And just Barry. We had met Nana Visitor because we're selling prints.
Yeah, keep talking. I'll be right back.
Okay. We gave, well, hey, if you want, Bernard Barry, if you want to get a Nana Visitor DS9 sign print, we could do with the funds. We didn't do as well as we wanted to. We have two, I think, left, and they're beautiful. Love the sign. I think it's Image Akira in them. We do now. It's passing to go. We can do it at lower prices. So email us at trekyards@hotmail.com if you'd like to get that print. Because hey, why not? I'm selling. But yeah, she's nice. Although, you know, that was more. It's funny. Destination had such a big box of prints. Some of the actors I really got on with, like Koenig, I had a long time with. Actually, I had a good vibe with actually. Yeah. But some of the actors, like Dawn, was okay, and Odo was not trying too hard. But Odo and Nana was very just like, hey, sign. Hey, nice to meet you. And it's like, I didn't have much, you know. But yeah. I don't really connect to DS9 particularly, so I have the same like, ooh.
Yeah. Well, Super Coops puts in £5. Thank you very much. Awesome channel, guys. Been watching for a couple of years. Super chat regular. Been a Trekkie for more than 30 years. Hopefully see you at Birmingham. That's the plan. We'll see. But yes, thank you. We recognize the name Super Coops all the time on here. You're very generous with your super chat, so thank you very much. Much appreciated. And thank you for enjoying the content. And Paul Sherrard puts in $2 Canadian. Come on, Cap, share some dirt on the mean celebs. I mean, not here right now, no. But I've already shared the story with a few people, and it'll be something that'll probably happen on, you know, a captain's log or something. You got to pay attention. I don't mean to diss the actors, but I mean, when you get advice from them and they're kind of rude to you each time, it's like, wow, that really sets up your character. I can understand you having a bad day, end of a convention, travel plans were shit, you're jet lagged, fine. Once is, but to repeatedly just be an asshole just bugs me. Anyway, next.
Yeah, well, you can talk about this panel.
This was the Lower Decks panel. We talked about this yesterday. No. Yes.
Oh,
yesterday.
Yeah,
no, 2 days ago. Great panel. Got a good vibe from it. I went into the Lower Decks panel not super excited. I had seen the reveals at San Diego Comic-Con of the animation style, and I was like, ugh, not looking forward to it. Thought we might learn something new. We did learn a few new things about the show. We did, like I said, we did a live on Tuesday talking about it, so check that out. But walked away from that panel being super impressed with the amount of knowledge and love of Star Trek that was on that stage. And I know for a fact that Lower Decks is in good hands, and I'm really looking forward to the show now. The animation style is kind of growing on me. I think it'll work for what they're shooting for as far as the premise of the show. And I am just excited about Lower Decks now because of that panel. So that was awesome, actually, which I didn't expect to be, blown away with, and I simply was. So, Robert Hayes says, "I know you hate Bashir, but Siddig is I don't hate Bashir. I like Bashir's character quite a bit."
I think he means me. Yeah.
Oh, I used to hate Bashir.
I love Sindig. Every interview, he's like, "Damn, this guy comes to life in interviews." Like, he's so much nicer than the Bashir character got. I just don't understand the arc they gave him. Like, he's great in episodes, really great, and they just do this really right turn and it just ruined his character. But then, like, last episode with Desiree in bed, he's like, "Oh, good, you're being friendly again. I guess love made you a human again," which actually makes sense. But I don't get why they did it to him.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
Justin Hampton puts in $1. Thank you very much, Justin.
$1.
Yeah. What's next?
Sorry. But yeah, great panel, and this one I was very close to, and there's some good footage as you guys saw. Oh yeah, then we had the Discovery panel. Well, sort of. They didn't. People had different days, so this was as much Discovery panels I guess they had that day, because I never saw. Did Sneak even go on a panel? I don't feel like
was she even there? I don't know.
Yeah, I saw her. She was wearing glasses.
I didn't see a panel with her. I saw a panel with the bridge crew. So you got Detmer. I can never remember the other girl's name.
Stuart. No one can. It's the bridge crew. No, it's fine. Roshua.
Yeah, and the guy that knows Trekyards and the other guy. That was Bryce, a good panel, actually.
One was Bryce.
Bryce is the black guy, I think.
Okay, and then the guy knows Trekyards. Bryce and Trekyards fan. Lovely. Good nickname. Good, strong nickname. If you're watching, hey, you were great. But I think Sneak was just there for an afternoon, hence not any panels, because it stood out every time there wasn't someone on the panel. Although we've talked about how Dr. Kolber managed to get there, so he wasn't meant to be any panels, and he was good. He apologized to Stamets because he's now in another gay relationship on screen with another person for a Netflix show. He's like, "I'm so sorry," and he was expecting some sort of fun jab, and Stamets is like, "Yeah, I mean, what?" It's like there was completely nothing. It was great. And this was a fun panel, more just because it's just nice seeing in person, really.
Yeah, and Tilly was there, so that's right after I got my picture with her.
Yes.
And her hair, man, blew me away. It was like, I saw it when I came up. I was like first in line to get my picture with her, and it's like, damn, that's a lot of hair. But yeah, it was great meeting her. Didn't get much of a chance to speak with her, obviously. It's like a quick, how you do, like, pleased to meet you kind of thing. And blah,
so
blah,
also
blah,
like hiding the actors away. Some of them, it was weird. Yeah,
some of them, a lot of them were just visible on the floor. You go up and chat with them. Other ones you never saw. And that's, like, I ran into Michael and Denise Okuda. They weren't there as a panel or anything.
There were a couple, but like not.
Were they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I ran into them as soon as they got there. Spoke with Denise for a little while. She remembers me, which is awesome. Spoke with Michael, and then I said, "We'll see you later in the convention because we'll see you around." Never ran into them again. Some people you run into 15 times. Other people you never see. Like I wanted to introduce myself to Michael Westmore.
Yeah, seriously.
He's been a great guest on Trekyards. It's a pleasure to know him. I just want to meet him in person. And when I went to pick up my picture of Tilly, there's pictures of people with Michael Westmore, and I'm like, when did this happen? And I missed the panel where he was on stage with doing the Krug makeup thing.
Did you see the makeup art at the end?
I did not.
I'll send you a picture. The dude that did it, who we didn't meet but saw.
Oh, the backstage picture of Robert O'Reilly as Krug? Yeah.
Yeah, it worked surprisingly well.
That was great. Absolutely great, yeah.
I mean, awful facial hair, but it kind of makes you realize, it probably was just stuck Yoni facial. I mean, it was just, but like,
yeah.
I think it does just that kind of reference. And also, Stephen comes to our rescue and says, Sneaker Martin Green did her own panel on Sunday. So there we go.
We're busy doing other stuff.
God, yeah, that day got away from us. A lot
of panels overlap, right? And we got to get, where we think the reveals are going to be. So,
yeah. And then we got to do interviews, like, because the fact is, if you can not jump on a guest sounds weird, but if you can get a guest interview, it's really good and important, and you can't really plan them. So we were lucky with what we got. We're very, I went in not expecting to get any interviews, which is weird for me. Normally I have quite like a focus. Therefore everyone was.
I think that's why it worked so well, because we had no preconceived plans of doing much. And we actually got quite a bit accomplished, which I was impressed with the amount of interviews we got. So,
yeah, I don't think we could have made a plan though. That's just how creation is. They're not that sort of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Hold on. We got a few super chats stacked up here, so let's get to those.
Well, there's one non-super chat, if I may. Brian Kesterson. Captain and Commander, we are glad you both give us your honest opinions on what is worthwhile on all things Trek. Your comments are greatly appreciated to cut through the junk. Didn't read that last bit. Thank you. Sorry, it was nice to read.
It was indeed. Thank you very much. Jill47 puts in another $2. Thank you very much, Jill. But you should be saving up for something, as I recall. I won't say what, but you said and it's fine. But thank you for the $2. I love Bryce's voice. Perfect for a comm officer. Yeah, it was nice meeting you too. He had heard of Trekyards. He didn't quite know what we did. So when we were chatting to somebody else, he kind of knocked the other guy that did know us. He's like, the Trekyards. And I heard them talking about Trekyards behind me. It's kind of funny. But anyway.
Yeah.
Eco6D puts in $1.99. Missed the live about Viacom and CBS remerging. Quick take.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening. Who knows how it'll affect Star Trek? Quick take. There you go. It'll be back up soon. We had to take it down for a hot minute, but
yeah, it could be great, could be a disaster. Depends who's on top. And we didn't know what Disney buying Lucas would do, and it didn't do great. So boo. You never know. Yeah. Is that the last super chat? Or is there another one?
No, there's two more. Jeff Jacobs puts in $5. Jeff, 100 likes. We made it. And Justin Hampton is going to do a Star Trek camper remodel, and he is going to share his progress with us. Tilly Michelle Wynn.
Cool.
Huh? Tilly Michelle Wynn. I'm confused. That's okay. And Justin Hampton puts in $5. Star Trek camper redo coming next year. Guys, any ideas? Make it look good.
Add a replicator, which you can store food in as a shelf, because that's perfect. Have isolated chip USBs on your desk, just cause.
Have a red pinstripe. Have the red striping on the side of the trailer.
Buy a tiny netbook, and then put it inside of get a custom prop guy to build Picard's desk monitor thing, and put it in that, and then have as a working thing, just cause.
Kind of for Wonderfest a few years ago with Michael Freitas's Terror Bird. Have a custom made thing, had the LCARs or the iPad in there playing our video behind the model.
Yep.
Yeah. Still have it too. It's over there.
And definitely lit LCARs on the wall so you can press them when you feel like lol.
Lit LCARs, I got them up here all the time. But you guys can't see them because of the way the thing's framed.
But what you can see is this picture, and this trip was filled with those you expect to see and don't expect to see. And this was great because the entire, not the entire Small People, this is the major Trek movie team, which was great to meet because what an amazing website, and you don't, obviously they're there to cover it, but you don't think about that. Why would you? They're the great behind the scenes people. And what's nice is that the lady on the right is the chief editor, which is awesome. And I was introduced to her by Michelle Specht, which was nice by itself. It's always good to be introduced by someone they know. And then she was like, "Oh, hey, Trekyards," and then knew me, and they all said, "Oh yeah, we've watched your stuff. It's great." I was like, "Oh, awesome." But it's the Traeger movie. That's a whole nother league, doing it longer and cooler. And I was like, I need to interview you guys. And they were like, what? I was like, yes, you guys are pillars of the community. We interview people because they're great. You're being on our show. And they're like, okay. And so I grabbed them after the Starship Online panel, because then we did a few things after that were really useful by not being a panel for the last bit. And I thought it'd just be her as the editor, and all 4 appeared. I was like, oh god, everyone in the same shot. And
I was somewhere doing something else, and I caught the tail end of the interview. I came up and then got my picture with these guys, and it was awesome. Yeah. So yeah,
unexpected, but again, more people that you put names to faces and just say thanks for the work, because everyone can text everyone, but it costs us $1,000 to get there in all the hotels to manually, physically in person shake down and say well done for what you do. It does stick with you a lot more. That was fun.
And Bernard Francis throws another $5 in. Thank you very much, Bernard.
Kicking bum.
This may be a bit esoteric, but Trekyards is a bastion of pop.
Oh no, it was gonna be.
I think you mean love us, but thank you. You can live us as well.
It was a compliment, and then he died. Got it twice, I guess.
You. And Lizzie Smith.
No, Stuart, it stream died. He said a bastion of, and then he died. I was saying.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't die on my end.
I know, I'm sorry.
Anyway, Bernard Francis says, this may be a bit esoteric, but Trekyards is a bastion of positivity in a world lacking enough. Again, love you guys. Thank you very much, Bernard. We try. And then Lizzie Smith puts in £1.99 and says, good evening. Paying on faith, the stream is great. It is great. It has been great so far. But thank you, Lizzie. Very appreciated.
We do try for you and all of us. What have I got next? Oh yes, and again, other people that they've been earworms in my ears for longer than Trekyards. The both Mission Log crew,
yes,
in very opposite looks. Full sort of snazzy suit, very not full snazzy suit, which is great.
Very not full snazzy suit guy. I was talking to him and I'm like,
John Champion.
Yeah, I know. You always look so stern. You never look like you're happy. He's like, I have resting stern face. I'm like, yeah, you need to smile once in a while. We had a nice conversation out in the hall about that. Nice. But yeah, he's always very and while you were doing your interview with the other guy, I can't remember his name offhand.
Ken Ray.
Yes. While you're doing your interview with him, I went up to him and I said, we should do some Kirk Fu in the background. And we were just about to do it, behind him, when people came up to the table and wanted to talk to him. So we never got a chance to do it, but he was on board to do it. We were going to do the axe handle to the back of the head, and so that would have been fun.
And the guy in the suit, John Champion, you say resting stern face. He was really positive and smiley in person.
He's still very stern looking. He just
I think
doesn't smile much.
The guy in the suit who's smiling in this picture.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think this picture summarizes.
The guy in the suit is fine.
Yeah, that's the guy I'm talking about.
He's very friendly.
Yeah, he's a friendly one.
He's very friendly and approachable.
The other guy doesn't smile much. Yes.
Yes.
The guy's in suit, and then okay, that was confusing. I think this picture summarizes us really well. John Champion, smiley, smart, the other guy hello. It's a great little.
I think we did get him to smile a few times in the interview, though.
Oh yeah, I pushed some fun buttons. I said do the intro, and they did it. Again, practiced a bit of times. I said do it again, but reverse, swap roles. Yeah. Which I think obviously that's obviously us as well. But it's fun to see him be oh, and then start. It's fun, yeah. Just shout out to this guy, also Andorian makeup and multiple costumes. Quick one there. Some beaming. Did some more Vegas. Sorry, Stuart, this is not in real time for you. Last night party. Me in my Farscape outfit with Mr. Mark. And people, but not as many people. And then I went shooting. I went shooting. You went joining me shoot. And what did I go there to shoot, Stuart? Well, actually, hold on. Wow. Who remembers? So here is a lineup of guns. MP5 Sten gun, P90 G36C, UMP, Scorpion, actually revolver, Smith & Wesson probably, something else, a Colt, a SIG, and then 2 more revolvers. Which gun out of those guys did I come to Vegas to shoot? Now, we've talked about it before, so can you guys tell? Did you watch the Captain's Log? Tell us in the comments below, what do you think I went there to shoot?
Nobody watched 2 hours Captain's Log, and if they did, they tuned out by that point.
Possibly, yes. That's why it's a test, Stuart. I'm testing you. Look at the fun we're having with my testing.
I know the answer. Can I answer? No?
Lizzie Smith, it kind of freaks me out that Sam is really tall when not sat down. Why?
I'm not really tall.
I'm 6 foot. I mean, I'm taller than most people I meet, which is great. But not like too tall.
No, not too tall. I thought you'd be taller actually in person, but
that's okay. I'm tall enough. I bet my dad was taller in person. Like he kind of has that towering feel.
Robert Hayes got it right, and so did SC Scout guy, and so did Dan 23, so did Lizzie Smith.
Yeah.
Jeff Jacobs failed. Okay, so people do pay attention. That's good to know. Good to know. And he left, but that's okay. He's coming back with I know exactly what he's coming back with. So. And everybody knows it's because you love Stargate.
What?
I said everybody knows it's because you love Stargate. That's why.
Well,
I wanted him to shoot a Zat gun, but you know they were fresh out of Zat guns.
Yes, exactly. Everyone is correct. It's the MP5. That's what I came there to shoot. That's wrong. Oh, I did shoot the MP5. Not like well, although I want in the pictures it was basically this MP5, but it was the one that we shot with the other guy as well. And it's like, no, I wanted the one that you're selling. Darn it. No. Yes. I now have shot a P90. Yay! Yay, my pretty. I know it doesn't make sense, but there's so many reasons why that's special to me. Yay! P90 for the win. Just airsoft, obviously. Yay.
Yay.
Although, did you see the bullets did come out this bit? Did you actually notice them coming out? I was busy.
I didn't.
Because it's not in the video.
They were hitting me though.
Yeah, so they're bouncing off the floor because it does. It ejects from the bottom, and they're not going to modify it to shoot anywhere else because that would be huge mechanical changes. But they bounced a long way if they did. It's weird.
Yeah. I was wearing my sandals that day, and one of them's from the AK-47 actually landed on my foot, and it didn't bounce off. It didn't roll off. It like stayed on my foot, and it's like, damn, that's hot. So.
Pretty much. And Devereaux, MP5, that was used in the first season. Yes, first 1, 2, and a bit of 3. But yes, I did shoot that as well. Sam, Stargate. Oh yeah, Brian, Stargate and BSG favorite nice Trek. Good, as they should be. And it should be Farscape up there as well, because those are, and Firefly. I think those, you know, we've had some very good sci-fi. But yeah, and then. Shooty, people. We got the gun tray thing, which was cool. Didn't bring shooting clips, but it was very surreal to literally have a rolly outy tray of the things you're gonna shoot. It's like, oh,
yeah.
And it wasn't like it was blasé. It was just really functional, you know?
Yeah, they just pile them all on there. It's like, damn. Okay, well.
Because at the end of the day, they are tools. Like. You respect the tool as a tool, but you don't need to be like timid. That's one thing the guy said to me is that you didn't shoot like you're timid, because a lot of people I do. It's like, well, no, it's a functional thing. I'm doing it for a reason. Well, that's interesting. I didn't see the mags. The mag's only half loaded. Really?
Well, yeah, you only got 25 rounds.
No, I
right?
got 50. I got the full. I should have. That's odd. Maybe that didn't go through because I got a full mag. Because I thought I shot more than that, given the fact that I shot a few. Oh, they might have.
Maybe that's not the make for that one. You got with the P90 had 50.
I didn't get a reload for the P90, so I think they didn't give me the. I think they missed giving me 2 mags. I paid an extra $80 for that. Yeah, because it's a great gun that it double stacks. But that's a full 50 mag. It is literally 50 rounds in the mag, so that's what it should look like, and that's just half.
Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing. wasn't paying attention because, you know, stress. But yeah.
I wasn't paying attention either.
But yeah.
That's great.
Where's the... just say how many... I could literally work it out based on the... Cause it's got the exact same markings. Yeah, 20. Boo! I should email them. Because I have photo evidence. Like, excuse me, can I get a refund?
Well, count the rounds. Watch the videos. You got videos of each one, so count them.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there should be there's a big difference between 20 and 50. Like, you can instantly tell... Whatever. Because that was the expensive one. Like, that was more than, like, almost 2 of the other guns put together. Oh! But it felt like I was shooting 50. You know? But I was being very restrained.
Count the holes in your target for your P90.
Oh, yeah, I could as well. Yeah.
Some probably went through the same hole. So if it's like 45 or something, you're like 5 either missed or went through another hole.
This is actually kind of annoying me, Stuart, because I paid a lot for that.
We'll figure it out and see whether they ripped you off or not. Yeah. Anyway, moving along.
Anyway. Sorry, you got a real conversation there for a minute, guys. Like, legit, a real conversation. Yeah, funny. Talk about this one, Stuart.
Jersey Mike picture.
Yes.
Because I'm not there yet. I'm just guessing. Yeah. So after our day of adventure, we had to get tubes to mail out the perks. We had to get a bunch of other stuff. We drove basically all over the goddamn city from one side to the other, but that's fine. And then we went to Jersey Mike's to grab some subs because why not? And they were amazing. Yeah, Jersey Mike's was good. It was a good day. It was a good day. I wish I didn't have time to go to Rogue Toys like I wanted to. I wanted to check out one of the toy stores there. We just didn't have time, and that's fine. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Dan23, Fastgate meh. Well, I'm sorry for you for that. It's great. I was actually rewatching season 1 because I also lost the internet for a day. I was like, okay, I'll go back to my archive. And season 1 still really solid. Now that show, it's not missing many tricks, in a good way. Next I've got this is it takes a little while to do the prints, and we're I think methodical is a good word with prints. We're very conscious of the right people, the right way. So it took a bit of time, not as long as previous times, but there's less to give. Which is kind of useful. But I made this little train of prints while Stuart was doing his labels, and I would like, well, this is the first, this is this guy, and then, cause and then as I'd hand them to you, I'd go back to my list, even though I've scrolled and say, right, Stuart, you should have this, yep, and then try to be very careful. That was like 3 hours of our day. And
most people have already received their prints, so thank you for sharing your pictures. If you haven't shared a picture of your prints arriving, share them with us, because we want to see them in your place, in your space.
Have you been sent a couple then? Because I've only seen one.
I have been sent a couple.
Then please send me them. I'd love to see.
One was crushed, unfortunately, by the U.S. Postal Service, but luckily we have replacement for that. So, yeah, not all of them have replacements. So hopefully a lot of them arrived fine. And some of the other perks are still need to be sent out, but they will be sent by the end of next week, most likely. So there you go.
Yeah. I got another clip. I don't remember what it is.
Well, guys,
it's the end.
And even the skies in Vegas are sad that we're leaving because it's overcast.
So I said to you yesterday, oh, Vegas never gets snow, it's cloudy, always blue skies.
Am I back? Did I freeze?
Yeah, but we're listening to other us.
Your flight leaves in what, 4 hours-ish?
Just over 3 hours.
Mine's like 6 hours. And we head out, never to meet again unless you guys make it so.
We'll make it so.
Fun times had, Dubai, Rio, and maybe see you next year. Maybe. Who knows?
It's been fun, and thank you guys for everything you do. Hopefully you enjoy the content we get from here.
Well, you've told us they do. I hear, so I mean, we've heard that in person.
It's true. So anyway, guys, see you soon.
Bye.
And there you go. Oh, and there I've got the airport, which was really not busy. You would think Vegas, I mean, it was a random Tuesday, but it was like really not busy.
I got to say that video you just showed of us in the lobby of the Rio, it looks like you have a mullet because of the dark space behind you. It looks like you have long hair. It's like kind of weird to get used to.
Yes. Oh yeah, that.
you could rock a mullet, man. That looks good.
I will choose not to, for the safety of all.
That is a wise decision.
Thank you. And then I actually got one picture of the outside of the plane because I was always on the aisle. And so ends my pictures with some mountains and hills. Ooh, exciting.
I got a lot of pictures too, but he didn't show any of mine, but that's fine. Maybe I'll do that on a separate live or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the wrap up of our trip, guys. It was a really good trip. I really had fun. Great seeing you again in person and meeting Mark and meeting all the Trekyards
Not meeting,
fans.
seeing Mark when actually,
Oh yeah, we met him 4 years ago.
2 years ago. He was one of our many fans who then gave us a really nice present, and then between he's been like a quartermaster. So it's like going from being hey man, nice to meet you to like Mark, thanks so much, we love you. That journey.
Yeah. Bernard Francis throws in another $2 and says love, LOL. Well, thank you very much, Bernard. We love you as well, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. There's still going to be a lot of stuff coming out from this trip still. There's a lot of interviews that need to be done.
Yep.
Are released, and you guys are going to get all of that. So just you know, be patient and.
Yeah, we're not in a rush to release them because honestly, I don't think anyone wants 8 weeks of celebrity interviews on the Star Trek ship channel.
Yeah.
So therefore, the Space Mount. Yeah. But that's good. You know, it works for everyone. And also we know most people don't watch the interviews, but you know, if you please do. You know, they're fun, they're interesting. I ask different questions. I try to, and it's good to see them sort of in person. You know, as close as you can get. And yeah, like you said, Stuart, good to see you in person again. I mean, how long did it take for us to go back into our normal rhythm?
2 seconds, not even.
Yeah. I think it was like as soon as we left the car at the Rio, because we didn't look at each other. We got in the car. I was talking to the back of your head, but as soon as we like actually got on set, got on location, it's kind of and let's do the mission. You know.
Yeah. And yeah, Sunday look out for the Vegas mission log supplemental, the commander's perspective. It's like a 20-minute long one of the footage from his phone, kind of put together nicely, mixing some of my footage in there as well, just so you guys can get another feel for the trip. If you didn't watch the captain's log, even if you did watch the captain's log, watch them both because they both highlight different things. So
yeah. Good stuff. Like we didn't take as much footage as we did for Mission America 1, but it was like almost always very specific.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We need to do a Vegas or at least an interviews playlist though.
Yeah.
That's something we need to do.
Oh yeah. So yeah, guys, this is now, we'll give you 10 more minutes, quick fire questions and comments and super chats for us to end out on. $20 more super chat would be great. Kind of a nice way to end out the day. We're trying to sort of recoup some of our losses, as it were, from the trip during this week, and it's gone okay so far. Obviously, slowly getting back into it. And stay tuned. We'll do on tomorrow. It's 50-50 at this point. Although you probably
it's 50-50 whether we're doing a live tomorrow.
Yes, and you'll probably
you
the internet's tricky.
Kind of faded out.
The internet's tricky.
Jill 47 says I want to review TNG now. Yay!
It's great.
If we do one tomorrow, it'll be a TNG review. If not, it'll probably be Monday. We'll be doing a TNG review to get back into the three lives a week routine. Yeah. But yeah, stay tuned, Jill. There'll be a TNG review soon. Hopefully tomorrow, but like I said, it's kind of on the fence right now. So
real life, the fact that we've done 4 lives a week is pretty. Oh my god, in a good way. Like we put, it's a time commitment, and this is not exactly a good time of the day for me to do a live. Yeah. It's the best it can be, and obviously we're used to it. But it's 10 till 12 at night, and how many? Obviously, you're all you're all different time zones. But how many people in the UK are okay watching something working at that late at night? Not that many.
Well, Jill says you guys are in a great mood today. So fun. Yeah, it did have a really relaxed, fun vibe. So nobody's getting on anybody's nerves today.
You bastard.
Hey, stay there for off camera.
Yeah.
We actually really hate each other. We just want to kill each other. Just so you guys know.
As you come to England. Yay!
Missed.
Although we should totally do an airsoft because I've been slowly built. Like I have these as props, but they might as well work as in airsoft. We should totally do like when you come here, do like an airsoft. It's like ha ha ha.
I'd love to.
I force you to play Stargate with me. Ha ha ha.
I would love that, man. That'd be fun. Lizzie Smith puts in £1.99 and says, making plans for Birmingham. Hope you'll be there. We hope we'll be there too. It's looking good so far. So we'll see.
I'm like a 95% chance of being there, or like 90. I was sort of invited to another event a week before, but I'd get back 3 days before, and it's abroad. I'm like, don't ask me about abroad after I come back from abroad. The PTSD of planes always affects me for like a month, just because they're never except the Denver there was great. That flight was perfect, great. So the first one after like a decade was perfect. Everything else has been a bit of shit.
Yeah. Bernard Francis puts in another $5 and says a final five. So here is $5. Love Discovery and Orville content. # keep on trekking. Thank you very much. And then Mark says, you wanted me to make sure the top of the wasn't cut off of the Delta, and you cut it off here, LOL. And Mark's being picky. We love you, Mark.
It's in ultra widescreen, Mark.
As creators, we want the option to be able to cut it off ourselves and not be forced to have it cut off.
It's like, if I want to cut off my leg to fit into a costume, that's my choice. You know, I'll ask you to build it with 2 legs, but if I want to cut off my own leg for accuracy, I'll do that.
Very true. Very true. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining us. This was a fun walk down memory lane. We should go back and look at some of our other trips, pictures from our other trips, and try to relive at some point. That might be fun, actually.
Well, long before lives were a thing. That'd be kind of fun,
yeah.
I mean, stuff I've never shared. You didn't get the first trip's content, so you haven't seen the pictures either. You got them as the second trip, I think.
Second trip, yeah. I got those. I can't even say I've looked through them all, to be honest. They're in a folder on my, and I just haven't had a chance. So
we live too much life in the present. Too many things to do.
Yeah, but going back and looking at the pictures goes like, oh yeah, I remember that, and remember what happened, and it just opens up a whole can of worms. So
story time.
There's been some interesting stories on these trips for sure.
Yeah. And this one was a good one because it was a lot of very short, very quick experiences. That was really it. Like we really did 2 panels, like actual sit down panels.
I did a few more. I kind of sat in on some, even if not the whole thing, right? So.
But normally when you do cons, you actually, you feel static for a bit. That feels like a chunk of time. We were so moving around that there was never really that. It was all like little things, and that's great. Meeting Michelle, meeting all these people, like lots of little tiny moments that might only be like 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and that was really good, really, really good.
So we would like to thank you guys for joining us and just coming with us on this journey. You didn't have to. It's not like we were reviewing anything or doing anything worthwhile. You just really like us. You like hearing our stories, and
these are our guys
appreciate that.
And girls and everything in between. These are our peeps that'll join and stick with us from thick and thin. Like I said, we've got a community. We've got a regular community, and we really, really appreciate you guys because it is a community, and we bounce off you guys, and having this literal interaction with you, I think really re-sparked the channel in a very unique way that we couldn't have anticipated because we've been making content. There were comments, but comments is still a name. It's Devon Brook. Okay, it's a name. Who knows where he's from? Whatever, or she. But actually, do these lives. Actually, the community feels way more, and you guys get to see us live and interact with us, and you get a sense of who we are way more because we're not editing this. We're not censored. We're sort of filtered, but as much as we don't say stupid shit, like we mean everything we say, but that's always how we've been, So yay. I'm done. All
right. Well, we'll call it a wrap then. I don't think we're going to get our 20 super chat, but that's okay. We got a few. So thank you very much, guys. Yes. This has been fun. Maybe we'll do this again sometime for some of our past trips. That'd be fun. We'll see. So just stay tuned. And for tomorrow for the live, just check the Facebook group and of course the notifications on YouTube. If there is one, there is. If not,
which you'll get. You'll get that you'll get the notification like Tuesday at 4 in the morning. It's like, oh.
Yeah, from YouTube, yeah, you will. Yeah. Oh shit, they had a live on Friday.
I'll go watch it then. Great. Yeah.
But yeah, you can watch them after the fact too. That's what's fun about these as well. So,
yeah.
But yeah, just stay tuned and we'll see what we can do tomorrow.
And if I don't do Liza You again, Stuart, I'll see you next week for a big old filming week, so we can do actual shows. And I got some other cool little ideas that I'm gonna like. If we basically this is just each prep some cool content, and just burn through some really fun stuff. Be like ships. I got some ideas.
So do I.
Nice. Bye everyone. Bye Stuart.
Guys. Until next time, he's Commander Cocking.
And he's Captain Fighting.
That's right. We're Team Trekyards. And so are you. Bye, guys.
Bye.